If you are new here, hi, my name's Eva and I'm a mortgage power planner. Now in today's video, I want to address a question that I get asked quite a lot recently, and rightly so, because nobody really knows what's going on in the mortgage market, especially because of COVID. So the question that I'm getting asked quite a lot is, are 10% deposit mortgages back? And the short answer is yes. Yes, they are. However, there are just a few things that I want to make you aware of if you are looking to get a 10% deposit mortgage at the moment, obviously during the current circumstances, to allow you to, I guess, figure out whether it's the right thing for you to do right now. So let's jump right into the video. This video is based on research I carried out this morning to make sure all the information and the facts that I'm about to give you are accurate. However, interest rates, especially right now, and also the amount of products available in the market is changing every single day. New lenders are coming in, old ones are pulling out. It's honestly, you cannot predict one day to the other. So the information that I am about to give you only really stands as at today, and it could be subject to change. So before you go ahead and apply for a mortgage, make sure you speak to a mortgage advisor or drop me an email and I can give you some more accurate figures. So as we speak, there are around 50 different products available if you only have a 10% deposit saved up, which, to be honest, it's not a bad amount. However, it is still a lot less than what we are used to. Back before COVID, there was a lot more out there. There were hundreds of different products. And obviously the way it works is the more products that are available in the market, the more competitive it is, because lenders are constantly competing against each other to win over clients. However, what is happening at the moment is lenders don't want new clients. So that's why they're just raising the interest rates to basically almost deter people from applying to them, which is just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And unfortunately, it does mean that it's a lot harder for people to get a mortgage, but it's not impossible. So that's the good news in this. So another thing I guess you need to bear in mind is that the interest rates that lenders are currently offering on 10% deposit mortgages are a lot higher than what we would expect them to be, kind of under normal circumstances, especially because the Bank of England base rate is at an all-time low. So you would expect lenders to actually reflect that in their pricing, but that couldn't be further from the truth right now. So when we look at the products available in the market right now, the interest rates tend to be between kind of your 3 and 3.5% for your standard products, going right up to the 4% mark, which, as I say, it's not very competitive. It's not what we are used to in the mortgage market. So the rates have definitely shot right up. But should that deter you from actually getting onto the property ladder? And that is ultimately your choice. If you found a house that you really love and you'd love to buy it, and you've got that 10% deposit saved up, then why would you wait? What is the you risk losing that house. So yes, you may pay a higher interest rate than you would under normal circumstances, but ultimately we're talking about kind of £15 to £20 extra a month. So it's not the end of the world. Yeah, it's not ideal, however, it's still manageable. So ultimately, what you need to figure out is whether it's affordable to you on a monthly basis, as that's ultimately the whole point of mortgages, is to ensure that you don't get yourself into bother just because you're buying a house. And that's why speaking to a mortgage advisor will really help you establish that. Obviously, lenders will carry out their own affordability assessment to ensure that from their point of view, you can afford the mortgage. However, a mortgage advisor will actually tell you whether it is the right thing for you to do, because if you're trying to stretch your budget too much, it's only going to end one way, and that ain't in a good way. So always make sure it's affordable at all times. And of course, with that comes the fact of, right, is it a 2-year fix or a 5-year fix that you should go for when interest rates are quite high? And once again, that is completely up to you. But ultimately, nobody knows what the interest rates are going to do in the likes of 2 years or in the likes of 5 years. So the reason for getting a fixed rate is to ensure that your monthly repayments stay the same for the longest amount possible, really. Because if you take out a 2-year fixed rate right now at, let's say, 3.5%, and in 2 years' time the interest rates have actually gone up in the marketplace, or you know, something like COVID happens again and the interest rates go up yet again, you might be at a stage where you can't get a 3.5% rate. You know, the nearest one is kind of 4% or 4.5%, so you actually end up with a higher rate, which ultimately means higher mortgage repayments. But once again, you just have to figure out your own circumstances and ultimately what you value more. Do you value the certainty more, so you know what your monthly repayments are going to be for a specified period, or are you an interest rate chaser and you just want the lowest rate possible? Which, as I say, you know, when you put it into the grand scheme of things, you're talking kind of 15 to 20 quid difference a month. And if you want to avoid paying more interest, you could consider overpayments. A lot of the fixed rates out there nowadays do offer 10% per annum overpayments, so that ultimately will save you interest in the long run because you won't pay back as much in interest, and it will also shorten your mortgage term. So that's another thing to consider if you have the means to do so. But yeah, consult a mortgage advisor, as they'll be able to tell you what the best option for you is. So right now I would expect the interest rates to be in the region of 2.5%, and that's kind of on your longer fixed rate period, so like your 5-year fix. But as I say, when it comes to 10% deposit mortgages, that is just not the case anymore. And even when you put down a 15% deposit, the change in interest rates is very, very small. So you only really notice the difference in interest rate when you kind of end up putting 20% deposit or 25% deposit, which, let's face it, that's not viable for a lot of us out there, especially right now. So yeah, if you only have a 10% deposit saved up, first of all, well done, because that's not easy. It's not easy to save up a 10% deposit on a house nowadays, especially with the house prices rising constantly. So good on you, you've done a really good job on that. And secondly, you are able to get a mortgage, obviously providing everything else is in order and it's actually deemed affordable based on your salary levels, etc. But the products itself are making a comeback, and what I'm noticing is more and more lenders are coming back into the 10% deposit market. So what I'm expecting to happen over the next few weeks is that more products end up flooding the market and hopefully bring the interest rate down slightly. But don't quote me on that, because nobody can predict these things. It could go either way. So I hope you found this video useful, and I hope it's given you a bit of encouragement if you are looking to buy a house and you do only have a 10% deposit saved up. And when I say only, obviously that is an amazing achievement, so I'm not trying to belittle it at all. Obviously when it comes to the market and what lenders are currently looking for, they are ideally looking for at least 15%, but you are able to get a mortgage with just 10%. So that is great news for especially a lot of first-time buyers out there, because it definitely makes a difference. So as I said, if you are currently looking at buying a house and you want to know more with regards to the figures that are involved, or you just want a bit more personalised information, by all means drop me an email and I'll be more than happy to help you out with that and carry out some initial research for you. And with that being said, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel down below, as it really helps my channel to grow and reach more people. And I am really sorry about sounding so nasal right now, but I've got a really stuffy / runny nose, you know, because it can't just make its mind up, can it? So yeah, really sorry if I sound very nasal in this video, but I hope the message is clear in terms of whether 10% mortgages are actually back, which they are if you haven't got that yet. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys back on Friday with a brand new video. Bye guys!